Look, I'm not sure if you understand. Look, we looked into this case before, as soon as it happened, and there was not enough evidence to proceed. Yes, but as we can tell, if we look at the evidence realistically, you did not do enough digging work. So what exactly is going on? How come you didn't do more digging work? The Crimes, a Smithco on True Crime podcast, presented by Smithco. Season 2, Episode 8, The Police Officers. I told you before, you came here a few weeks ago and you asked me if what we did, and I told you before, we investigated the case, there was not enough evidence to proceed, so we decided to drop it. Yes, however, we've actually looked at the evidence you are willing to give us, and we actually asked you if you'd give us more, and you said, what was it again? Well, I know, I told you no, because that's private police information. Yes, but that's my point. You should have given us that, because we're asking the question now. Because it looks to us, there's allegations being made against you, which looks like police corruption. Because, as far as we can tell, you didn't actually do any investigation. You simply recorded their death as bullet wounds, and then just left it at that. Well, I mean, we've had eyewitnesses say that one of your officers shot him multiple times. Now, I understand, we've looked at this, there's been multiple countries where this has been an issue, where police officers commit crimes, but the issue is you're refusing to give us access to the case files, and really you're refusing to answer questions. We want to know, how exactly can this be the case? Well, I'm sure there could be nothing on that area, except here's the thing. It looks very suspicious, as you were actually at the time one of the officers who actually did bring this attack, were you not? Well, yes, I was. So isn't it a vested interest for you not to tell people? Because perhaps, I know this is obviously not what most people would say, but maybe it just might be that you are one of the officers who shot him. Look, I don't know if you understand how this works. Police officers do not shoot people. No, they do. We have an eyewitness who says the police officer shot this man, shot Derek Brady, and he died. And you yourself, as a police officer, have admitted that he died of gunshot wounds. Well, I mean, look, I'm not sure. It's just, I'm not going to answer any more questions. No, you have to, because my point is this: people are not going to look at this and think, oh, yes, I'm sure the police officer is not hiding something. Because to me, and possibly to many viewers and listeners to this, you are not innocent. If you cover this up, you are guilty of this accessory to murder. Look, I don't know what you're at, okay? I'm sorry, this interview is over. We tried to get more information out of him, but unfortunately we were not able to. However, we did track down some of his colleagues, and that's exactly who we talk to now. So you are actually you were a colleague of his at the time. So what exactly happened? Well, basically what happened was it was this parade. The Orange Order parade was on that day, and we were sent out because there was this protest going on about maybe 45 to about 50 people. They had this protest. They were protesting about not being basically their parade had been banned. And they weren't allowed to march to Protestant areas, but they were complaining that, well, the Orange Order were allowed to march to Catholic areas, and that the songs were oppressive and all this sort of thing. This is what they were saying. Anyway, so we were sent out to deal with it, the parade, to protect the parade. So we came upon the protesters and we decided to use force. Some people would say that you used a little bit too much force, that the force was not necessary. They weren't violent protests, they were peaceful protests. Well, basically, we realised that we wanted to use force. It's more fun to use force, so we essentially decided to do that. So you were there, and you actually, when we contacted some of your friends, you actually said that you were the person who shot him. Well, yeah, I mean, most of my fellow colleagues were just beating the heads off them, but this fella, he was really annoying me. He was saying stuff, he was saying stuff like, I'm not trying to cause any trouble. And sure, I pulled out my gun just to annoy him. And sure, next thing he starts saying, "Don't shoot me," and I'm going, well, fuck you, mate. Like, I'll shoot you if I want to. And he said, well, how is that right? And I said, well, I'm the police officer here, and you're not a police officer, so I'm allowed to shoot you if I want to. And basically, that annoyed him. So he started kind of, I guess he wasn't shouting at me, but he was speaking to me in an annoyed manner. And he was saying, well, no, this isn't right. So I said, well, you know what, I'm going to prove it to you. And I pulled up the gun and I shot him 4 times in the chest. So you admit that? Yeah, I do, yeah. And why exactly would you admit this? Well, because I did it. Yes, but what I'm saying is, surely you fear that, you might be imprisoned. Oh, no, I mean, why would I be? I mean, like, why would I be? I'm retired now, and, well, my superiors, I guess you could say, are retired as well, and half of them are actually dead. But no, I mean, now, currently, what are the police officers now? Couldn't they arrest you? Well, no, they can't, no. But why not? Well, because the law doesn't allow you to do that. Oh, sorry, what? Yeah, the law doesn't allow you to do that. No, they're not allowed to do that. But, yeah, I mean, I guess, I would say that wouldn't make any sense anyway. Well, how about this? If someone had shot one of your colleagues, would you want them to be brought to trial, or at least proven guilty, if they were guilty? I mean, well, yeah, I would, yeah. So why wouldn't you think that it's kind of bad that you're allowed to go scot free? Well, because I mean, I was a government. I was working for the government. Yes, but if a government is corrupt and a government is oppressive, you don't just go, oh, that's fine. People don't think, oh, the Nazis, oh, well, they were at least in power, let's leave the Nazis alone. No, because they committed war crimes. And what you did was you attacked a civilian who was not using who wasn't using violence, who was protesting against you, against you not allowing a parade to march oppressive songs playing in Catholic areas. I mean, where exactly is the need for force there? Well, there isn't really a need for force. Yeah, so you admit it. Yeah, but force, there isn't a need for force, but you can use force. I mean, what I'm saying is, you can say, oh, there's no need for force. Yeah, but there is, you can use force. Force is still a possibility. I can still use force to, to make the situation better for me. Obviously, it won't be useful for the people who are being attacked, but at the end point is, my objective is to stop these people from protesting against his parade. So basically, I've managed to do that. That man is dead, but he's not going to be protesting. But don't you think that's wrong? Well, yeah, maybe, but the fact of the matter is, that's the law for you. Well, it appears that David Brady did in fact die at the hand of a police officer. However, instead of justice, he will not be getting that. Instead, he'll be getting something much, much worse. Absolutely no justice. So while his killers even admit to their guilt and are free, he is still undefended, and he is still without justice. This has been The Crimes, Season 2, Episode 8. We hope you've enjoyed this episode. This is the last episode of the crimes in this series. If you want to look at more crimes, we have the previous series, and we also have possibly a new series, a series 3, if that's what you want. That can be arranged. All you have to do is get enough people to view the crimes, and then if there's enough viewership, we'll try to make a new one, and a new series. That's really it. If you want to look at other videos, facts, entertainment, and the like, you can look at that. That's available on the YouTube channel. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel or just view it. That's fine as well. I'll hopefully see you next time. Until then, goodbye, and thank you for listening once again.